overview about the race. Right, welcome everyone. We're going to go through the Winter Half Marathon. We're going to go through a bit about the course, some top tips, just some general kind of bits to know about the race day. And then obviously we'll answer any questions. We've got quite a few people here that have done the course before, so as well they can add anything in. But yeah, we've got some slides that we've prepared. So James, get them up. As soon as I said let's start, loads of people. Share screen is here.
Oh, yeah.
So whatever would it be, Safari? Click it. Bear with us. Go back because it said something. Sorry, we're on James's laptop and his laptop doesn't seem to be allowing him to share right now. Right.
We'll switch over laptops.
Bear with us. Sam, do you want to just stop this? Okay, so team, we are here. We are ready just about with our Winter Half Marathon kind of run through. So in terms of timings for the day, if you are a pacer, we are asking pacers to be there from 8 o'clock and to be at the information tent, which will be on the events lawn if you haven't been to there before. So yeah, information tent where we're going to have a briefing and introduction. At 8:20, we're going to have a group photo, and that's going to be, if you look for, we have our own tent and we will have a Running Hub flag. We can't guarantee, like, say exactly where it is now. That one. We can't say where it is now because we don't exactly know where it's going to be on the day. So it will be within the events village, but if you just look for the Running Hub flag, that's where we're going to take the
brand new Running Hub flag that no one's seen yet.
Yeah, that's where we're going to take the photo. Then at 8:30, Georgie is going to lead the warm-up. So we would advise everyone to do kind of your own warm-up in the sense of like your running warm-up, but also Georgie, because Georgie's going to do some like dynamic drills and just movement on the stage. So it might be that you do Georgie's warm-up and then go and do your own warm-up, or quickly after the photo, go and do your running warm-up, come back for Georgie's, and then do your drills after that. But yeah, that's kind of where we are. And then the race starts at 9 a.m, obviously in the waves. And then once you finish, you'll collect your medal, the hot like hot soup or whatever they've got at the end, and then just make sure you stick around and we can cheer everyone in, especially the pace groups, and celebrate everyone's amazing achievements.
Show everyone how great the hub is.
Yeah. Okay, I've lost the cursor. So this is kind of where this is Willen Lake here, and the observation wheel is kind of the start line is on this line here, and we're going to go out this way. Here is the events lawn, and this is where the start and finish is. Registration is open from 7 a.m. if you haven't got your bib already. And like we say, we'll have a tent to gather.
Clients in the group.
Sorry, was that a question or? No, maybe not. So yes, sorry, we'll have the tent that you can gather. You can leave stuff there, but there will be a bag drop too. We can't guarantee that someone's going to be looking after that tent, so it's up to you if you leave stuff in there, but it just means that if anyone wants to shelter from the cold or needs to change, then we have our own tent. There's plenty of parking. So here we have the Willen Lake North car park, and that is normally okay until whenever we've been there early enough, the parking has been fine. It's pay and display, but there also is parking in some car parks here, There's some car parks up at the top of canal. So there's plenty of parking round. There's parking here where you can walk across. So there's lots of parking, but just make sure you get there in plenty of time to make sure that you get space. Because as well with what happens is with this car park, the North car park, people are queuing to get in, and that sometimes can sort of have a bit of congestion. Okay. So this is the route, 13.1 miles. So we start out at Willen Lake, and then as we come up here, we're going to turn right, and it's a kind of a square type shape. Is there anything before we go on to the next part? No, it's a
It's a
great
1 lap course. That's the main thing you need to
Yeah.
take from that.
1 lap, and relatively flat, fast. So it's a fantastic course for a PB. So like we said, it starts on the canal. Now the canal can get a bit congested at the start, so please don't panic if you feel like you're off pace. You'll be able to make the time up. So that's for both pacers and for runners, because it is just quite a narrow pathway. That's the only reason why it can get congested, and that's why they do the waves. So yeah, don't worry if you're not on pace because it's the first mile. If anything, having a relaxed first mile is better, so you can ease into the run, and you'll be able to make it the time up. So as you come up here, you then go along the canal, and the first 5K is just along the canal, and this is a chance for you just to kind of get into the pace, relax, and find your rhythm.
Yeah, if you lose 20 seconds over the first 5K because you just want to chill out and get ready, guarantee you will make that up in the last 5K. So just have faith in yourself.
Look at this bit here. You'll definitely find
In the last week.
Yeah, and the last bit, you'll definitely find those 20 seconds that you might lose in the first bit. So yeah, just relax into it. Don't get too caught up in kind of thinking that you need to be at a certain place. So next up we get, I think this must be what Railway Walk is, why it's
No, Brer Walk's here. This is going through.
I don't know why that
It's
is.
because it's a trail.
Oh,
Technically, it's the gravel path.
oh, okay, that's fine. Oh, right, yeah, I know what you mean. So then we come on to Railway Walk, which is a nice, smooth bit of roadway. The only thing with this is that your signal can drop out slightly here, just because it's very built up with trees. So try not to get caught up with like, oh, my watch is saying this, my watch is saying that. Either trust in the pacer that you're running with, or if you're running on your own, just trust in your effort that you've just been running for the last 5K and just continue that on at that part. So yeah, you might find that your signal kind of dips or drops and you feel like, oh, it's saying I'm running faster or slower. But don't worry, that might be the reason why. After that, make sure you turn left at the end of Railway Walk. Sorry, I say this, sorry to Tim, because there was one year where there wasn't a sign there and he went.
Well, I think the problem was there was a sign there, but Tim decided to ignore it.
So yeah, you won't miss it. And then it's this part here where you come through and you're running back along kind of more.
Ouzel Valley.
Yeah, Ouzel Valley. Okay. Oh, there we go. So yeah, this is quite a pretty part of the course along the Ouzel Valley, so just kind of enjoy that. Then you kind of get to this this blue bit here is Teardrop Lakes.
It's not. That's Loughton Lake.
Oh, Loughton Lake. Where's Teardrop Lakes? Oh, here. Yeah, here. Sorry. So this is where my geography is terrible. So yeah, Loughton Lake, and then we come to Teardrop Lakes. Now this is what, around 8.5, 9 miles on the course, so about 15 kilometers in. And this part here is the toughest part of the course, we would say. So it's around 2 kilometers, so don't be afraid to back off the pace here at this point. Just kind of focus on effort, and yeah, just it is here, as you can see, there is kind of like this uphill section. As you come off Teardrop Lakes, there's a gradual hill. Try not to be too scared by it. Again, just kind of don't be afraid to back off the pace here. You're then onto another piece of redway. There's one short, sharp hill, and then you've got this fantastic downhill here. So hopefully by this point, you're kind of running on target pace. You get up to the hill, and if you're with a pacer, this is when the pacers will then kind of tell you, if you're feeling great, this is when you can start to wind it up and push the pace on. So once you get to the bottom of here, you've got around 4 kilometers to the finish. You're kind of yeah, you're back onto kind of then the canal, and this is where, you know, you're in the last 5k. It's a park run to go. Just work hard until the finish. That glory, that PB, that finish line is yours. So that's kind of a profile on the course. Now, just to let you know, most people will register short. The course is not short, but remember what I said about Railway Walk, where you can lose signal. A lot of people tend to lose a little bit of signal. It's registered, it's measured, it is 13.1 miles, but just sometimes on your watch it does record short. So just remember that. You have run a half marathon. Okay, so a few other things to note is that it is a bone conduction headphones only. So try not to wear anything like in the ear or over the head. Someone that's not a Running Hub member messaged me the other day saying, are they like, can they disqualify you? I can't say categorically that people will get disqualified, but we have to play by the rules. So just try to use bone conduction headphones if you've got them. What to wear? So it's going to be around 11 degrees. So we would recommend shorts and vests. I mean, if you're a pacer, you can only wear a vest because you've got the pacing vest. And hopefully most people are going to wear like their Running Hub top, whether that's a vest or a top. You might want sleeves, but just think once you're running, you might be cold at the start. So make sure you've got some layers. Pop them in the bad drop. You're going to do your warm up and then you're going to be great to go. So try not to overdress because you need to dress, as we always say, dress for the second mile. So shorts and vest, you will be fine. I mean, last year was freezing. Yeah, that was just freakishly cold. So shorts and vest will be great. With trainers, they've sent out some race day information. You'll be fine in your normal race day trainers. However, they might get a tad wet / muddy in places. So, you know, if you want to wear your race day trainers and they're white, just be mindful that they might be a little bit muddy once you finish. But again, if you get a PB, it's worth it, right? So you will be fine. Make sure obviously you have your normal race day breakfast beforehand, and as well remember to take on fuel kind of every 25 to 30 minutes or whatever you've practiced in your training. So don't forget that part as well. Water stations, there's 4 water stations on the course. So there's one at mile 3, and this is being led by the Running Hub. So make sure that you thank all of your Running Hub members and teammates for volunteering, and hopefully again the water won't be freezing like it was last year. They were pouring the water out and it's freezing before they could even hand it across. So that's at Great Linford Manor. So they'll give you a big cheer and a whoop as you go through mile 3. Mile 6 at Bradwell Abbey. By that point you might smell the bakery. That's normally around that area, isn't it? You smell the bakery, so just think, oh, lovely. Mile 9 is just off of Teardrop Lakes. So again, you can take some water on before we challenge the tackle the challenging part of the course. And then mile 11 at Woughton on the green. So plenty of time to rehydrate. The only thing that I will say is that it's cups. Not that cups are an issue, but just be mindful that it's cups. And I think that is it. So yeah, like we said, last thing is if your coaches will kind of message you your race day strategies tomorrow over the next couple of days, just to check in and make sure everyone's all good. But yeah, that's the kind of profile and a little bit of info about the race. Has anyone got any questions on that, or any tips from anyone else that has run it before? I think, oh yeah.
I know those slides are comprehensive, but someone must have a question.
Or it means that we've done that good a job in saying everything.
You've covered everything.
Yeah.
Only literally what you're saying about just after the hill, it is literally downhill after that section. And I think when we put it in the group the other day saying it was a hill, it's more just it's a slight incline, isn't it? It's not like anything to worry about. I think when you've just put the gradient by, I think it was like a 20 meters increase. in elevation, so it's not as
Flat
bad as
then.
it looks.
Yeah, flat to you, Vanessa.
I think
Yeah.
I've told the Run and Hub Plus guys it's really worth knowing that you're racing 10 miles. So when you're going up the hill at mile 9, know that your finish line's at the top because the last 5K is for free.
Yeah.
You can afford to be burning a couple of matches up the hill, as it were. You don't need to be thinking, I've got 4 miles to go.
Steph has put, look out for the cute Christmassy messages they put near the finish line.
12 of them.
Yeah. Are they the signposts
Yeah.
that I remember? Yeah. So that's it. Along the canal, when you're really struggling in the last bit, look for the cute Christmas signs and they will get you through that last bit. And as well, once you come off the canal, you turn right and there's a lovely little sort of downhill part as well.
Definitely downhill finish.
So yeah, you can pick up some really good, by that point, if you're hurting, it doesn't matter. You can just kind of throw caution to the wind at that point and just go for it. Finish line is yours.
Sounds good. What time do you guys recommend getting there if you're looking to park? Because I'm coming from Surrey, so it's going to take me a little bit of time. Do you like when you say early? Because I still need to pick up my. I need to go to the registration desk as well. What time is early?
Based on my experiences from last year, I'm genuinely arriving at like 7:30, and I don't mind if I have to sit in my car and eat my breakfast. The last year it was really stressful when it started to get busy.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's useful to know.
I'd say probably 8 to be safe, but it will get busy. It's a big car park. Though.
Okay. Okay, that
Can you
sounds
put
good.
more
Thank you.
music?
Penny's asked, are there going to be photographers on the course?
There will be, and you never know where I'm going to pop up.
There's normally a photographer at the last bit, is there?
There's a couple on the course.
Yeah.
I think there's normally one round by Bancroft Way.
How's everyone feeling? Steph looks super.
I'm winning that pace prize.
I think a few of us are going for it.
I'm definitely not.
That prize is mine.
To be fair, with Steph's pacing, like that is her.
That's my metronome pace.
Yeah.
Which
The other
pace
day,
group?
I went out for a run and I didn't look at my watch at all, was just running easy. And 2 of my miles were at that pace, exactly to the second.
Yeah. See, like 2 hours is my metronome pace.
Yeah,
So I don't think I'm going to be talking as much this year.
this is why the prize is mine.
Thanks, Penny. See you weekend. Cool. Any other questions?
Yeah, I've just got a couple of questions. That north car park that you said, is that the one next to the big wheel, is it?
Yes.
Yeah, it is. Perfect. And the Saturday, is anyone meeting up on the Saturday? Are you doing a meet up like you did last year?
We're doing a coffee meet after park run, not a run as such, just because more people turn up for park run than a run.
Yeah. But it's not, is it like an official, because I've got a shakeout one to do anyway, but I'm thinking about what time to set off. If to come down for park run or if to just set off a bit later early on the Saturday.
You can talk Beth into leaving early, come down for park run.
She's not looking that impressed. Put a thumbs up. Thumbs
There
up.
you go.
There you go.
It's a new location, right? Have you done that park run before?
No, I haven't. I missed it last year. I got there at literally dead on 9, and by the time I'd done parking and stuff, and then found out where the start is, because I think the start's near the parking, isn't it?
Yeah. So if you come out the car park, the wheel should be on your left, and you go right down that pathway underneath the underpass, and it's just on the other side of that. So it's a couple of minutes walk.
Yeah, about 6:30 set off.
Can't wait.
But we've got a run to do anyway, so may as well.
Yeah.
So
Happy
There we go.
days.
Yeah, so we'll be there. Yeah, we'll be there at Park Run, and then yeah, having a coffee afterwards if anyone does want to join. If anyone's just doing their shakeout run. So that is-
have you got any questions about the?
What about the drinks
Yeah.
thing? No, I'll see him the day before.
Alright, yeah.
Cool.
So I think I'm alright.
So everyone kind of know what their pre-race breakfast is and stuff like that. Remember as well, good easy to carb load.
Get your bagels out again. Be like Valencia on repeat, second weekend in a row.
I cannot tell you how many bagels James ate whilst we were in Spain. I should have done a tally, like my mango shakes in Thailand. That was how many bagels James had in Valencia,
I don't see
in
the
Spain.
issue, to be honest.
No, didn't say there was an issue. Just a lot of bagels. Cool. Any other questions in general you've got us here to ask? Could be about the weekend. It could be just about training in general. Let us know how you're feeling. Obviously scaring everyone. Yeah.
I reckon we're doing such a good job, guys, that nobody needs to ask any more questions.
But we're looking forward to it. It's going to be a big group on Sunday. There's quite a few people that haven't met other people yet, so it'd be nice to get everyone together, cheer everyone in, and be a good day. If someone can be in charge of making sure it doesn't rain, that'd be handy. But
I mean, if it starts raining whilst we're out on the course, that's fine. I think it's like if it's raining before, that's when it's not as fun. But if it starts raining when you're out there, you can't really help it, can you? Pop in if you don't want to say it out loud. Pop in the chat what pacer you're going to be running with this weekend, or if you're going to be your own pacer. And does everyone know what pacers, who's pacing what?
the rain's forecast for just gone one now.
Vanessa is running with Sammy.
And you mentioned Gary, right? Is that right?
Gary, yes.
Gary, yeah.
So yeah, if we're like kind of all the pacers will be around the kind of tent. So what we'll do is like once everyone arrives, we can introduce you to the pacers, because as well it's good to chat to the pacer. I mean, obviously everyone's kind of going to be pacing it in kind of like consistent pacing, but it's always good to actually go and speak to a pacer and see what their strategy is, if that makes sense. Because it might be that some of them say, I am going to go a bit up the hill, or I'm actually going to be on pace. So, you know, I've done that in the past. I've said to people, I'm going to be sticking at that pace up the hill. If you want to drop back, just know that you're going to catch. Like I shouted at everyone, like, just know you're going to catch me when the hill comes.
Is that your plan this year, Katie?
I'll assess how I feel when I get to drop lane. But no, I should be kind of just trying to keep an even pace. Oh, see, like we'll see as well, like kind of how much of a group I have at that point and see how everyone is. But yeah, my aim will just be to try and stay consistent.
Okay.
So we've got Vanessa and Phil running with Sammy, Tamara and Mel running with me, Hayley's with Rose. But Vanessa's going to leave Sammy.
That's right, Vanessa. Confident.
Oh, don't run with Dan.
Is that Lucinda as Daniel? So it's like making your mind up whether you be like...
yeah, it's Lucinda, not Dan.
So what's kind of making you feel like you don't know whether to run with Steph or Dan?
Well, I've never done a half marathon before, so I'm just a bit unsure on my pace. It's a
Okay.
bit all.
I think this is a perfect opportunity while Dan and Steph are both here to sell themselves.
Oh,
Whose pace group's going to be the best, and why should Lucinda run with you?
how
Dan,
many half marathons have you run this year, Dan?
Steph, be play
Let's
nice.
just say this will be my longest run this year. Hard run with Steph.
There you go, Lucinda. Sold. We got him.
Okay, Steph it is then.
I think as well though, like if it is like your first half marathon, I think sometimes it's always better to play it a bit reserved with kind of like the first half, and then if you feel it, you can then reassess where you're feeling at halfway, 10 miles, and then push on. I think, you know, you want to be feeling strong and confident going into the second half. And
Yeah.
If we get to halfway and I think you maybe could pick it up, then I will send you on your way.
Okay, great. That's good.
especially like you're still singing Christmas songs with Steph at halfway and singing.
Yeah, then I'll be like, you need to go.
Yeah. But the advantage of having club members as pacers is they're watching and they can see you. So Steph will be able to say, like, listen, you look fresh, like off you go from here. Lewis had a similar experience last year, and I'm sure all of the pacers will be keeping an eye on their hub friends around them.
Well, when I did, was it two years ago that Dan did 2 hours for the first time? Dan was like running behind me, but not in the group. So I kept turning around to make sure that he was still with me, but he was just kind of like not trying to.
Scared to commit to the group.
No, I think just not to like be in such a big group. He just kind of held off, and then all of a sudden, he just flew past me and was like, "See you at the finish."
Yeah, that was one thing which like that was my first time following a pacer, and I didn't feel comfortable like in the being like in the crowd, because like there was quite a few people, so I was sort of scared about catching someone's heels or like getting in the way. So I just kept Katie in like line of sight, I guess, and then just knew that further down just sort of try and get closer and then just go past. But you almost just find what works for you at that time. Like there are some people that will like love to sit on the shoulder of a pacer and will literally chat their ear off for that time, and some people just prefer to sit back and just be a bit more relaxed because there's less pressure. Just find what works for you.
Tamara's already told me that she's not talking to me. I'm going to take it personally.
That's nothing to do with the run.
It's fine. It is quite funny when you are pacing, because at the start, you know, you're checking in at every different touch points, be like, how's everyone doing? And like the first sort of 10K, everyone's like, woo, feeling great. And then like later on, the sounds just get lower or like not as frequent, where you get a little smirk or a thumbs up. Yeah, it's good. It means that we're doing our job well if you're able to, as you get in, you know, nice and kind of relaxed at the start, working hard towards the end. So yeah, awesome. It looks like there's quite a few people that are going to kind of try and stick with the pacer and then kind of push on if they feel good. And I definitely think the winter half's that kind of course and route to do that. You know, just race at your pace for as long as you can, and then when you're feeling good, kick on. And that's what you kind of want from a race. You want to feel really strong and good in the second half, and if you're just holding on at the end, it doesn't matter because you've done all the hard work and you're just searching for that finish line and the glory. So yeah, so all good. There are lots of people running with pacers. There'll be good opportunity for pictures, James. Yeah, awesome.
I'm going around on my scooter. Yeah.
And what's everyone's drink of choice in the evening post the race?
Not you, Sam.
Steph looks like she's typing.
She's got type
I was
3.
looking for an emoji.
Gin and tonic.
Like, where's the Prosecco emoji?
Gin and tonic for
Bill.
I'll be alongside with you tomorrow. I think I might be driving home after.
Steph's not just, hey, hold on, Steph, that's 2 glasses of Prosecco. What's your third drink?
Oh, that is true. I don't know.
There's a
I
little.
can't really have a third drink. It's a Sunday night, isn't it? It's a school night.
That didn't stop you last year.
No, it didn't. It didn't stop me on Sunday either. Last Sunday.
Mrs. Steph's classes are quiet on Mondays.
That'd be fine. Good stuff. Good stuff. Any other questions at all? So just next Wednesday is book club at 7 o'clock. And then Tuesday the 19th at 7 o'clock, we have our planning for 2024 coaches hour. So opportunity just to come and chat and ask any questions, but then also kind of planning for 2024. We'll do a little bit of a recap of the year as well. Be a bit like, you know, oh, how great have we been this year? You know, just a good opportunity to reflect on the year, because I think it's all too easy just to kind of look forward, but not actually look back and look at how much we've achieved and the successes. So yeah, we'll do a bit of recap, reflection, and then sort of plan for 2024. People just want to chat about races or how to kind of periodize their training, what they should be working towards. Because I know as great as it is in the group, everyone talking about races, it's like, you know, I'm all for this, encouraging people to book races and stuff like that. But then also it's kind of like, okay, how can we periodize our year to make the most out of it and get the most from races and what we want to achieve. So yeah, that's what we've got coming up the next few weeks. Everything is in the Circle events section, and I will be sending out our December newsletter in the next couple of days, just with those kind of things and what we've got going on. So yeah, a few bits before the end of the year, but yeah, really looking forward to this weekend and looking forward to celebrating with you all at the race and at the social in the evening too. So yeah, we look forward to seeing some of you on Saturday and Sunday. If you've got any questions, do let us know. And like we said, yeah, we'll be chatting with everyone tomorrow and Saturday just to go through race strategies and make sure everyone's all set and ready to go.
How many are coming on Sunday night?
48, 49.
So pretty much the whole restaurant.
We have half the restaurant, yeah.
Oh,
Be good. Be fun.
We're going to be that really annoying, like, big group, aren't we? No, there's
We better be.
there's one other group booking, I think, of 20, did you say?
Mm-hmm.
So
We'll fight them.
who could be the noisiest?
We'll race them.
Probably not a good idea on race day, but yeah.
Racing to the bar.
Yeah. Sounds like a plan.
I don't know. It will be.
And I heard Sam say he's buying a drink for everybody PBs on Sunday morning. So
If they've got their PB store vest on, of course.
And Steph, we look forward to you getting that prize for the best pacer.
We should do, like, you have to do a shot for each minute out of your pace time that you are.
I should really hope. You
Yeah, I hope it's more than one shot.
Yeah.
Right.
If anyone's taking 3 shots, they're not pacing next year, that's for sure.
Yeah, we'll come up with something similar. That sounds good.
Well, I suppose technically I'm 95 minutes off mine.
95 shots for James.
That's one way to die.
Oh dear. Right. Okay, team. We're going to wrap it up there. So thanks for joining us. And yeah, really looking forward to the weekend. It's going to be amazing. It's the biggest turnout that we've got. And yeah, it's just testament to you all as a community and how much you've supported everyone and just how much hard work you've done this year. So yeah,
Let's go enjoy it. Go out with a bang.
there we go. So see you all at the weekend and speak to you all soon.
See you.
Thank you. Bye.
Cheers, guys.
Safe
See you at the weekend.
See you guys. Take care.
Later.